Okay, and now the Conrail U36C that went through my rebuild program. As I mentioned in my other video, these are red box Atlas locomotives. This is a C30-7. We'll look at that closer in a minute. I took the brass pickup out of the side frame and painted it, and guess what? You don't even notice that it's there any longer because it's painted black and it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like that one does. That looks awful. So that was part of my rebuild program on this unit. And the other thing was to make the cab so you can see through it. I had to cut the weight, cut the car body to accommodate it, and then paint the clear reflector for the light, for the cab light here, so it wouldn't shine down into the cab. I painted that black. I'm also working on painting the handrails. I started doing that and then I got sick of it and quit. So that was as far as I got. But anyway, this is also missing the grab irons. I'll have to find those. No MU hoses because this is a red box. Atlas red box, so they didn't have those back then. And then I have one C30-7. Conrail had 10 of these, 6600 to 6609, and they had several from, I believe it was Santa Fe that they bought. They were in the 500 series, I think the number, and they used them in lease fleet. But unfortunately this model is not correct because it should have an anti-climber, and it does not. So hopefully someday down the road Atlas will re-release these and do it correctly. This particular model was released in like '95, and I don't think that they've done any more releases from the red box. So these did not make it to the Master Series line, which is unfortunate because it's a nice unit, and if it did, they could really do it up nice. Hopefully they will in future releases. But since we're looking at the two units, we might as well do a little comparison how you can tell the difference between a U-boat and a Dash 7. Well, couple points. One is this little jut out right here in the long hood. That is a Dash 7 trait. Wow, nice shot of the doors and detail. The other thing is the dynamic brake intake, which is right here. It's just one grill, whereas on the U-boats they look like this. Whoop, too close. They look like that. So that's a quick way of determining whether it's a Dash 7 or a U-boat. They both have the same basic engine, the 7 FDL 16-cylinder. Conrail also had C30-7As, which was a later release of the C30-7, but with a 12-cylinder 7 FDL rated at 3,000 horsepower instead of the 16-cylinder. Because I was told at the time the current model was the C36-7, and Conrail didn't want a 3,600 horsepower, they wanted a 3,000. And rather than losing the order, GE said, okay, fine, we'll put a 12-cylinder in it and we'll redesignate it and call it a C30-7A. So they did that, and Conrail purchased 50 of them. And they ran on the Boston and Albany line for many, many years. Okay, let's see if they run. Run pretty good for sitting around for a long time. Wheels are a little dirty, but that's nothing new. Anyway, well, that's it for now. Hopefully Friday night we'll have something done, but no guarantees there.